In the wild, a single mistake can cost a life, and sometimes humans are the last chance. Today's video compiles 5 of the most tense animal rescues, where every second counts between life and death. Top 5. The race against the panic of the black bear. A panicked black bear ran down the street with its head stuck in a plastic container, unable to breathe properly, constantly bumping into everything. The group of men tried to approach, but the bear kept running away, its survival instincts making every move dangerous and difficult to control. One person risked their life clinging to the bear, trying to pull the can away, but the bear's struggle was too strong, rendering the initial attempt unsuccessful. The bear ran deep into the forest, breathing heavily, each step threatening to exhaust it at any moment. The rescue team changed tactics, calming the bear at a safe distance, avoiding further triggering its defensive attack instincts. While the bear stood still, a man used a saw to cut through the plastic piece by piece, a slow but agonizing process. The last can fell out, and the bear stood still for a few seconds, as if still unable to believe that it had been completely freed. After a moment of silence, the bear turned and ran into the forest, leaving the people breathing a sigh of relief, having just overcome their immense fear. Top 4. Saving the breath of a drowning deer. The man spotted the fawn motionless on the water's surface, its body sinking, showing signs of drowning, prompting him to immediately call for help. Without hesitation, he tied the rope, slid swiftly down into the icy lake, disregarding the danger to reach the small, dying life within him. He held the fawn tightly, patting it vigorously to stimulate its breathing. Each passing second felt like an eternity. After repeated attempts at stimulation, the fawn suddenly coughed up water, its body trembled slightly, a sign of life that brought everyone overwhelming hope. The deer was brought ashore, wrapped in a blanket to keep warm. Its eyes were dull, but its breathing had gradually stabilized. The man brought the deer home, washed it thoroughly, and cared for it carefully before taking it to the veterinary hospital for a comprehensive checkup. For a whole month, he nurtured the fawn with patience, monitoring its every step of physical and mental recovery. On the day of its release into the wild, the fawn ran straight towards its mother. The moment of reunion made all the effort worthwhile. Top 3. Rescue. In the midst of a freezing frozen lake, the couple discovered the deer had fallen into the icy lake, its body half submerged in the frigid water, with the ice constantly breaking, posing a danger. Without thinking, they slid down the ice, letting the biting cold penetrate their skin every second. The deer struggled weakly, its hooves slipping from the edge of the ice, its eyes filled with panic, gradually losing all hope of survival. The two men worked together to push the deer onto the thicker ice, each slip bringing all three nearly back into the icy water. After nearly 30 minutes of struggling, the deer was finally pulled onto the more stable ice surface. They continued to guide it towards the shore. The deer's body trembled, but it was now out of mortal danger. The deer was taken home to be kept warm, rest, and fully recover before being returned to its natural environment. In the silence of the frozen lake, only the sound of hurried breaths and the feeling of having just escaped the brink of death remained. Top 2. Deer drifting in cold water. The man saw the deer floating on the cold lake, its body stiff from severe hypothermia. He and his friends paddled closer, struggling to maintain balance as the cold water and strong winds constantly threatened them. When they pulled the deer onto the boat, the animal was completely motionless and unresponsive, making everyone fear the worst. They quickly took it to the veterinary station, began warming it up, and monitored its fragile signs of life. Hours passed, the deer's body gradually relaxed, and weak breathing reappeared. In the following days, the care team stayed by the deer's side, patiently working to restore its health. When it was strong enough, it was taken outside, walking slowly but with a determination to survive. That moment reminded me that perseverance can sometimes be the miracle in the face of harsh cold. Top 1. Rescuing a hawk from a raging current. The tourists discovered a hawk stranded in the middle of the river, its wings so wet that it couldn't fly. They threw a lifebuoy, but the hawk was too weak to cling to it in the strong current. Facing the risk of the bird being swept away, a man decided to jump into the river despite the danger. He approached from downstream, bringing the buoy closer, providing a secure anchor point for the hawk to cling to. The strong current tossed both of them around, every second a potential disaster. Finally, he managed to pull the hawk closer to the boat, and everyone worked together to bring it ashore. The hawk lay gasping for breath, its eyes wide open, but it had narrowly escaped death. 5 rescues, 5 tense moments, where human courage changed the fate of wild animals. If you believe that every small action can save a life, then continue to follow the stories behind them.